I recently had a chance to visit the French Riviera once again after a whole load of 5 years. So I was back there in 2019, September of 2019. So it's been about 5 years, or if you adjust that for COVID, then that is 3 years. However, the French Riviera is located in the south of France, and it's one of those fantastic places that you should definitely put in your bucket list because the weather is amazing, the vibes are amazing, and it's expensive. It's said to be where the rich decide to retire and live, and there's a whole vibe that you will find in the south of France. You know how you go to certain places and you're like, you know what, I possibly would not be living here now. However, being here and enjoying a certain short period of time there makes you feel as if you can definitely make it in the future, and you can definitely be able to perhaps decide to move there. Why not in the future? So the French Riviera is said to be one of those places that is sought out by the rich because of the proximity to places like Monaco, as well as the film district, which is in Cannes, and also basically just the whole of the south of France is deemed to be of the rich people. But I will tell you for a fact that when you go there, you will find that it is so easy to get into these places, and you do not have to have that imposter syndrome that gives you the ick of saying, oh, I would never visit such a place because it feels expensive, or it feels as if it's not for an ordinary person. The beauty of the French Riviera is that once you fly into Nice, you definitely would have the vibe of the rich. However, you also have the vibe of just the ordinary people living there. So Nice is the headquarters of the French Riviera. And from Nice, you can be able to connect to other cities that are within Côte d'Azur, and you would be able to see the cities such as Cannes, the Antibes area, go all the way to Grasse, all the way to Aix, and even go to Monaco. So I had a chance of visiting at least 3 cities, and this was within a very short period of time, 4 days really. And so the first place I went was definitely in the Antibes area, and this is one of those little cities that is very close to Cannes, and once you're there, you can be able to have a feel of the city, how close-knit it is, and how certain buildings and areas have been well kept for such a very long period of time, I must say, and the proximity also to the Mediterranean, which makes it easy for work, such as, for example, if you're thinking of moving into France for hospitality, for tourism, also even for jobs like tech jobs in Sofia, then you can be able to move using such avenues, because the south of France gives you the vibe of a heavy tourism, as well as several hotels wanting to employ people, as well as now the new tech hub in Sofia. So I went to the Antibes area, and then the next stop for me was in Monaco.
Welcome to French Riviera in Monaco.
And in Monaco, I was able to once again remind myself that I need to work harder, because guys, the yachts, the houses, the feel of just being in Monaco gives you a certain type of vibe of wanting to do better in your life, for sure, and the pressure is on. And Monaco is one of those kingdoms that you can be able to access using your Schengen visa, or if you're within the EU already, you can go there using your residence card against your passport. And once you're there, you can be able to just go around the several districts in Monaco, Monte Carlo, and so on and so forth, and be able to have the view and overview of exactly how the life is like in Monaco. Monaco is a very small populated country, and really it has about 30,000 people or thereabout, and it is said that at least 1 in every 5 people that you will meet are millionaires or billionaires. Who knows? These statistics, who knows about these statistics that are on the internet anyway? And Monaco gives you the feel that if you are not rich or a millionaire, then you're doing life wrong. However, the beauty of Monaco is the fact that you will find the ease of going around and the ease of just being in the various districts and viewing the various things going on within Monaco. If you find yourself there during the season of Formula One, you will definitely enjoy it much, much more, and also be able to see how Monaco was built on a rock, really, and how everything has fit so well in place in the Kingdom of Monaco, as they call it. Now, my next stop was in Cannes, and Cannes is the film district of the French Riviera, and it is one of those fantastic cities where it gets you, because you are able to have a feel of the ordinary person living there, as well as the celebrities who come to Cannes all so often. In fact, they say that if you find yourself in Cannes in around May when the film festival is happening, then it is so easy to bump into several celebrities who come for the festival. And in fact, some of them actually settle in Cannes. So you might be able to bump into one and, take a selfie and live that life for a minute. So Cannes is one of those cities that is very much accessible, and in fact gives you that vibe of you want to be there for a minute, you want to enjoy both of the lifestyles of the high end as well as just the ordinary person lifestyle. However, it is also a bit expensive living there. And maybe you might just be wondering, you're listening to this and you're like, okay, Nduta, why are you doing this? So some of you obviously ask, where else can I move to? So if you would be thinking of moving to the south of France, then there are opportunities mostly in the hospitality sector and tourism sector. As you can imagine, several people visit these different cities to go and see them. And of course, the fact that they have been touted to be, best of the best. In fact, it's not being touted, it's a reality. The south of France has a whole different vibe on its own. And there are a number of jobs you could find, perhaps maybe in the hospitality industry as well as the tourism industry. And nowadays as well, you can find some jobs in the tech industry, especially if you go to the hub in Sofia, and you can be able to check online. Once again, Google is going to be your friend to check and see whether you can be able to find a job that is within your skill set. One of the things that I would say is please go ahead and learn the French language, because again, as you can imagine, the whole of the south of France, most of the companies would really rely on French speakers as opposed to obviously the international people. However, it's also easy to find a job within the international companies that have based themselves in places like Sofia, and also in maybe restaurants or hotels that might be looking for English speakers. And you can check online, basically check on Indeed or LinkedIn or other websites that are within France, local websites in France, and you can be able to shoot your shot. It's not a guarantee, obviously. You may or may not find a company that is willing to sponsor your visa. However, if you do find one, then go for it for sure. Again, this video is just to let you know that the south of France is one of the places that you need to add to your bucket lists if you're thinking of visiting France. It's not just about going to Paris and leaving it at that. If you go to the south, then you would be able to get a more cultural aspect of the French life and be able to see what other lifestyle is out there, how people are living in the villages. The proximity of the Mediterranean as well gives you a whole different vibe in Nice and Cannes, and also even in Monaco. The access to the beach is very, very easy, and it gives you a whole overview of life. In fact, if you're not thinking of moving there, just visiting there and enriches your travel experience to a great extent. And the beauty of it is that the Nice airport is very accessible, and in fact, very accessible to the city center itself, Nice city center itself. So you do not have to worry and wonder how to get by. I had a fantastic time with my friend Sophia, who came along through this trip, and we had some fantastic times going around. And you know the way you travel somewhere and you want to go see everything within the short period of time that you have. So we did exactly that and ended up quite tired. However, it was very wholesome, and we definitely would go back in the future in a heartbeat, especially during the summer months, anytime between the end of May all the way going to maybe June, July, avoiding August, because August there's loads of people going there. One other month that you could go there maybe could be September or even October, depending on your travel plans as well. So I hope this video has just been a cool, refreshing video for you, so that you can be able to maybe add this to your bucket list. Or if you're looking to move into France, then this could be an option for you, as opposed to going to the highly touted and highly over advertised places like Paris. You can definitely choose to go to the south of France and still have a really wholesome life. So until next time, keep subscribed, like this video, it helps my channel. And a quick mention of Air Arlo, which is an eSIM that helped me through this trip, and I was able to navigate into places like Monaco, whereby I could not be able to roam with my data plan. And Air Arlo is a seamless plan that allows you to basically access the internet wherever you are, anywhere in the world. You can easily download the app on your phone after checking phone compatibility, and be able to purchase a data plan that would work for you depending on the number of days that you would be staying there, or maybe transiting there, and you have internet access pronto. So Air Arlo is available, and I will leave a link on the description box for you to be able to download the app and get a discount. Air Arlo is going to give loads of you discounts when you download the app. So think about how you go to a certain country and you're thinking of, you land at the airport, there's nobody to find you, and maybe the airport Wi-Fi is not going to be sufficient once you're leaving the airport to your destination, and you're wondering how you're going to communicate with someone. Air Arlo comes in handy right there and then, on the spot, pronto. You do not have to think about internet plan and buying a SIM card, local SIM card immediately, and you can be able to get your internet as quick as possible. So please go ahead and download using the link that I will leave on the description box below, and you will be thanking me later. So until next time, have a good one.